Okay, so I have had everybody and their brother ask me to do a makeup tutorial, and I finally got up the courage to do it, so here we go. Alright, so first of all, I start off with our Merle Norman Cosmetics 24 karat gold primer. It is specifically to tighten, firm, and brighten your skin. I like to do this primer during this time of year because I really do have oily skin, but this time of year it gets a little dry, I have to say. Um, this primer is gonna it's gonna work a lot like spackle, but for your face. It is gonna fill in your pores, and it's gonna kind of create like a barrier between your skin and your foundation. So you're not gonna, the makeup is actually not gonna be what's clogging your pores. Not that this will, but this will just kind of fill your pores to make everything go on smoother. And it's also got an anti-aging tightening serum in it, so that's gonna really work in your favor too, because it is going to help tighten and firm your skin while wearing your makeup all day. Okay, so next, I'm gonna go in with our Perfecting liquid foundation. It has SPF 25 in it. This is the shade Desert Bronze. This is just what I am right now. I love this foundation because it is like a semi-matte, so it's not gonna be like too matte on you. It's not gonna crackle, or it's long wearing, but it moves with your skin. It allows your skin to breathe. It's still gonna give you some good coverage, but it's not gonna be too much. I really think that any skin type could wear this. Personally, that's just my opinion. You may try it and be like, no, that's not the one for me. But Merle Norman has like 100 different ones to pick from. I'm kidding. More like, I think there's like 14. But this one is my personal favorite, just because it doesn't look like you have on like a ton of makeup. It still looks really natural. It gives you good coverage, but it's not gonna cover up, your natural beauty, or, too much. It's not gonna be like you're wearing a mask. And also, I'm not like getting, paid by Merle Norman to like sponsor me. Please sponsor me. But, we do, at Merle Norman, we do, complimentary makeovers. So if you guys ever get some free time, or you want to try some products, come in, and any of us girls are more than happy to try some skincare, try anything on you that you guys want to try. Gosh, we have everything to fit anybody's need or skin type, so that's also something I like a whole lot. Okay, so then after I do that, my hair is like a total mess today, but whatever. This ain't a hair tutorial. So anyway, so like next up, I'm gonna do concealer, which this is our Cover Up concealer. It is more on the matte side, I would say. It is in the shade Warm Light. It's more matte, but now we do have another concealer that's more like, it's more movable. It wouldn't be so matte, but this is just the one that I like a little better. I like them both, but this one is my favorite. So I didn't really even explain what I was doing actually, but I like to use the Beauty Blender. I dampen it just a little bit because I like to pat in my product. I don't know. It's really everyone's preference. That's just what I've found that I like better. I do not have perfect skin. I do have some acne scars from high school and things that I'm not like super proud of, but I do find that if I use the Beauty Blender, like I'm kind of able to like pat the product around those areas that I'm not really super like thrilled about. So that's kind of what I like to do. I do highlight some areas a little bit, like I put a little bit of this on my forehead just to kind of brighten it up. I got YouTube going down here, and there's like an ad going, but anyway. So, and then I put a little bit of this on my eyelid, because when I start to do my eyeshadow, I feel like this really plays a huge part in my eyeshadow, like lasting all day long. I absolutely don't go without doing this. Like, I literally put concealer on my eyelid every single time that I'm doing eyeshadow, because I just feel like it almost works as like a primer. And once I started doing it, like, I just was like, oh yeah, this is a ticket. And this is just what works for me. Like, everyone's routine, I feel like, is different. You know, I mean, makeup really is art. And it really is all about what you like better on yourself, what makes you feel beautiful, what makes you feel good about yourself. It's not really about what anyone says about, you know, oh, she's doing it wrong, or, you know, anything like that. Like, do what makes you happy. Do what you like. And, you know, what looks best on you and is more fitting to you and your colors and things like that. Okay, so next, what I'm going to do is I like to set my under eye with our Remarkable Finish Pressed Translucent Powder. That is my little thing that I like to do because I feel like it really brightens my under eye. So I just take like a little, this is just one of the little sponges that comes in our little compacts. I'll just kind of fold it up like this, nothing fancy. And I just pack it like under my eye to really set it. And like, you don't really have to be super neat and perfect with this, because I am going to put on some more powder like over my whole face to set my face. And that's going to kind of, you know, blend all this together a little bit too. I do put a little bit on my chin. And then I put a little bit on my forehead too. Kind of brighten that up. And too, like, I like to kind of drag this lighter powder like right through here, because that's kind of where I get a little oily. I won't lie. I get a little shiny right through there. So I like to add a little extra right in this area. Okay, so that's that. Pretty simple. I'm sure people are going to comment below and be like, oh my god, she does so many steps. Like, who does that? But honestly, like, I've been doing this for so long now that it's like, it don't even take me no time to get done my makeup. Like, it's pretty quick. So next, I'm going to set my whole face with our Ultra Powder Foundation in the shade Ultra Golden. I'm a little tan right now. This light behind my phone is kind of washing me out a little bit, but I have a spray tan right now, so I'm kind of dark. But I really like I said, like, this time of year, my skin's a little bit more on the dry side, so I don't need it as much. But I really love our Flawless Effects pressed powder in translucent, because I wear it like year round. I don't have to, you know, if I'm tan or if I'm pale, like, I use it straight through, and then I'll just bronze up my face when I'm a little darker, like everywhere else. But that's my favorite powder. Now, I do love the Ultra Powder, but the Flawless Effects, I don't know, something about the way my skin is, it really is fitting for me. But I do love this too, so we're gonna go ahead and use this today. And I'm just using a brush, a really fluffy brush, and I just pat this all around my face. Yeah, I was a little standoffish for a while about making one of these, just because, I don't know, you know, it's just different whenever you do something and you're stepping out your comfort zone and you're just kind of like, well, yeah, you know, I could do that, but I'm scared to do that. But then I don't know what happened to me today. I just woke up and was like, you know what, I think it's time. Like, I think I want to do that. So here we are. I hope you all enjoy. And then I like to blend this around my neck just a little bit, just so you don't have like no crazy line or anything. I mean, it's obvious that I'm wearing makeup. It's not that I'm going to be like, oh, I don't want you to not have it on, but at least if I don't have a line, it's not going to look super harsh. Okay, so next what we're going to do is eyebrows. I just recently started doing like eyebrows for real, because I absolutely can't stand my brows. I'm just gonna go ahead and be honest. I'm not a fan of them. I do not have the best brows whatsoever. They grow completely different. Like, one is way higher than the other. The end of this one's different. The arch of this one's different. It's just, they are not even cousins. They aren't related, period. Like, they're more like probably stepsisters. Like, they're not actually kin whatsoever. But, I have started using our Merle Norman Brow Sculpting Pencil in the shade Ash Brown. And I've begun to like my brows a little better. Because I can kind of like make them look similar. I mean, of course, no one's brows are the same, so I have learned. Everyone has different eyebrows. No one's is the same. I don't think anything on either side of our body is the same. They say, I don't know. Who knows? But you can really kind of fill this in and make them look how you want them to look. You know, I do like for them to be a little more similar than they are. So what I like to do is I normally start at the front right here. And I just kind of work with what I already have, but I do like to kind of give myself a little bit more of an arch than what I do have. And then I do drag it down a little bit, just kind of give it a bit of a point. And then I kind of like start to just fill this in lightly. I mean, you don't really have to be super sharp and heavy-handed or anything like that. Like, just do what you like. I like for mine to be a little more natural. Some people like for them to be a little more dramatic. So, I mean, you really just have to do what you feel comfortable with, especially if you're starting out for the first time. Like, don't do like anything huge and crazy. I did that when I first started out doing eyebrows. I did like really, really dark, harsh looking lines and whatnot. So, you know, I kind of prefer natural stuff, but do what makes you happy. Okay, so we got this brow done. This one right here needs waxing just a little bit, so we're just gonna ignore that though. Alright, so then the next brow, I kind of do the same thing. I start at the front right here, and I go ahead and kind of give myself that arch that I like. I'm one of those people that I like to come back to the front piece like last. I don't really know why I'm like that. That's just kind of how I roll. And this normally doesn't even take me this long, but since I'm explaining stuff, I'm not really good at multitasking. So I'm just kind of talking it out as I go. Alright. So then I just kind of, like I said, drag this down a little bit like I did the brow over here. This one is a little thicker than my other one over there. I don't really know why. It's just the way God made me, I reckon. So, yeah. These bangs are getting on my nerves right this second. So then I just kind of fill this in similar to the one over there. I mean, they're still kind of different, but I like it better like this than I do, you know, without anything on them. Yeah, okay. So, afterwards, I kind of brush through them just a little to kind of like spread out the product. We have so many different brow pencils you can pick from, but this one is just my favorite. Like, I've just absolutely fell in love with it. Okay, so now I guess we'll do some eyeshadow. For eyeshadow, I am going to do our Knockout Nudes 2 palette. It just came out for our winter collection. Here shortly we're going to have our spring stuff coming out though, so maybe if everyone likes this video, I will do a spring video too. This is just a test run, so bear with me on this. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the shade, and I would show y'all these, but all of mine are like this. Like, if you purchased them, they would come in a palette, and it would have one side would be your cool tones, and the other side would be your warm tones. But since mine are like this, I'm just not even going to hold them up and show you. I mean, I guess I could. If some of you, like, really just love these, and, like, you want to know how I got this look, like, message me and I'll like send you each one individually and the name and like a picture of the palette too, so you can like have it drawn out for you and make it a little easier. Because right now I'm afraid I might confuse you. But this is just this shade Cloud. I'll throw it at the camera. And I'm going to put this just above, just right under my eyebrow. I just like to do this to highlight. Sometimes I do a all matte eyeshadow look. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day, or you know, if I want to take the time to do something out of the box and different, I will. It just kind of depends on what I'm wearing too, I guess. I'm one of those people that kind of likes to plan what I got going on. And then some days I'm like, whatever, just slap it on and get me to work. I don't know what I'm wearing. But okay, so anyway, back to this. I'm so like, my mom jokes me that I just derail all the time in every story that I talk about. I'm like a train track with 100 different tracks that I'm just like derailing all the time. So bear with me. This is probably why I have not done one of these. Because I was afraid I would just derail like the entire time. So anyway, so the next shade I'm going to do is just going to be on my eyelid. And it is called Silver Champagne. So I know this is crazy, but I use my finger for this. I don't use a brush or anything. I just like to pat it on. And I pat it all over my lid. And I mean, I feel like this is, again, just one of my little things. Like, I've just always done this on my finger for a shimmer shade. I like for just my shimmers to be on my eyelid, but some people like for them to be all the way up there. But I kind of like just my mattes to be up here under my brow. Okay, so then, excuse me, and then we're going to do, this is Misty Rose. We're going to do that in my crease. It's kind of like a darker pink, I guess you'd say. And I do this from corner to corner, all the way across, just above the shimmer shade, right in your crease. Now, everyone has different eye shapes. This is just what works best for my eye shape. Sometimes if you have like deeper set eyes, you could go a little higher and make them look a little more open. But like I said, you know, this is just kind of how I like to do mine. We're going to do the same thing over here. If you guys like can think of anything too that y'all like, any questions or anything, send them to me. I totally don't mind answering any of them. Because if you don't ask, then you just don't know. I totally don't mind answering anything that y'all have for me. If you can think of something you want me to do different in another video, or like a different eyeshadow look, or like some other colors or something, let me know. Comment, send me a message. Maybe I'll do another one of these. Maybe I'll delete this when I'm done. Who knows? Just let me know what you think. Okay, so that was Misty Rose. So now what I'm going to do is the shade Hazelnut. It's a little bit of a darker brown. I'm going to put it, I'm going to make it in the corner of my eye. I'm going to do like a less, greater than, less than sign, like a sideways V. Kind of darken it up a little bit. And really blend it in. Like, I don't like for anything to be super like harsh or sharp or anything like that on me. Like, that's just not what looks best. But when I was in high school, that was a different story, so we're not going to talk about that. I used to have some pretty dark, harsh eyeshadow. I'm sure some people would disagree, but I'm just going to keep it real. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty blended. And then sometimes, like, I'll even go back in with a little more shimmer just because I feel like I like to shine. Okay, so now I'm gonna do some bronzer. This is kind of like my contour that I do. This is our Merle Norman Bronzing Powder Duo. It has 2 shades. So if you're like a little more pale, you could do like this side, and then when you're a little darker, you could do this side, or you could do like I do and mix them together. I mix them together. It has a little bit of shimmer, but it's not anything too crazy. You know, like I'm not much on a shimmer all over my face kind of person. I just kind of like shimmer only on my eyes, because like I said, I'm normally oily, and I feel like by the end of the day, sometimes in the summer I already have enough natural oils flowing that like I feel like I don't need anything making me any shinier. But this stuff is just enough. Like, I feel like it gives you just a little bit for your skin to glow. It's not gonna be too much. It's not gonna make you look orange. It's just the perfect tone. And then I do a little bit on my nose too. And then I do a little bit right here. I don't do any crazy contour stuff, but I do like some bronzer now. I've always been a bronzer girl. Okay. So now we're going to do some blush. I use our Lasting Cheek Color in Bare Mauve. This will probably last you like 2 years. There's so much product in there, and I don't use like a ton of blush, but it will last a while. And I just do this on the apples of my cheeks, and I kind of drag it into some of that bronzer because I like for it to be really blended. Sometimes it looks like I've just like stamped it on me, so I'm trying to be a little better at that. Sometimes I get in a hurry, I'm just like pat it on and go, but I'm trying to blend it a little better. And then another little trick, if you ever feel like you've gotten your blush too heavy, like right this second I feel like I have a little too much on, you can take your powder that you use to set your makeup with, which I'm almost out of this, you can see the pan, and you can kind of go back over it, and it'll kind of dull it out a little bit. I mean, I still like to have enough that shows up, but sometimes I do get a little too much on there. Okay, so now, my hair is all over the place. This weather is just messing me up. Okay, so now I'm going to do some lips, and then we'll go back to the eyes a little bit. But the lipstick that I like to use is our Lip Pencil Plus in the shade Mocha. It has a liner on one end and a lipstick on the other, and I love it. I use several other ones, just kind of depending on what I'm wearing, or the season rather. I've used Sweet Marmalade. We have a new one that came out whenever the Knockout Nudes 2 came out, and it's called Nearly Nude. It's beautiful, but it's very similar to this. I just feel like you could wear, I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time, I feel like you could wear this with anything, and like any color, and it would look really good. Now, I do eyeliner a little heavier than some people. A lot of people would just do like a little thin line and call it a day. But I kind of like mine a little heavier. A little darker, I guess. And then you just put what I just did was I put the lipstick in the middle. I lined my lips and then put the lipstick in the middle. So. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is, I like to put, blend this a little more. I like to put some eyeshadow like under my eye. That's just kind of my little, my little hack that I like to do that I feel like kind of opens up my eye a little more. So I'm going to take that Misty Rose that I put in my crease. I'm going to take it and put it under my eye. And do the same thing over here. And then I'm going to take some of the shimmer shade that I put on my eyelid. I'm going to take some of it and I'm going to put it kind of like right here in the corner of my eye. Just to kind of open them up a little bit and brighten everything up. I really love these eye colors in this eyeshadow palette. Like, I think hands down this is probably my favorite eyeshadow palette we have. Like, I really hope that they continue to make Knockout Nude palettes for the rest of eternity. They're kind of like, I would compare them to the Naked eyeshadow palettes that came out by Urban Decay a couple years ago. Probably more than a couple years ago. But I would count them pretty similar to them, except I like the colors of these better. And I think they're a little more long wearing. Like, I could remember mine would kind of crackle in those, but they're really great. Okay, so next I'm going to do liquid eyeliner. This is our Pro Pen eyeliner. It is in the shade Sharp Black. So I just kind of like line the top of my eye. And it has a felt tip. Like, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's almost like a Sharpie, I would say, but like not as thick. I don't even know if you could see me like do that. My hand might have been in the way. And then I do the same thing over here. I just line it. I used to really stress myself out over liquid eyeliner, like really bad, but I don't anymore. You just kind of have to drag it where you want it to be. It's not too hard. And if you mess up, you can normally kind of fix it with your eyeshadow. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little bit of this and go under my eye, because that's just kind of my little thing too. I don't really go all the way in, because I feel like that kind of closes my eye off a little too much. So I kind of stop like halfway. And then I take that same little brush that I used earlier to put the eyeshadow under my eye, and I kind of buffer it around it in there. Okay, and so now I am going to use our mascara primer. It goes on white. You put it on before your mascara, and it goes on white. I didn't think I needed this. I really will be honest with you. I did not think that I needed this at all, because I have fairly decent eyelashes. But once I tried it, I was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna stop using this. Like, I feel like you coat your lashes white, and that kind of like preps your lashes, I guess, and it helps lengthen and thicken them. But I feel like I don't use as much mascara whenever I use my primer, and I like that. I mean, really all I'm using the mascara for then is to kind of turn them black and not white. But I really love this a lot. I've also had a lot of people ask me to show them how to wand their hair. So if that's something y'all would be interested in, let me know. And I'll like wand my hair and show y'all how I style it. Whenever it's curly, I've gotten a lot of comments about that I'm like, I mean, to me, I always feel like I just kind of like I just kind of do it and go. Like, I never really, I don't think I'm doing it like perfect, you know what I mean? Like, I think I just kind of keep it messy, but I feel like a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, please show me how you do it. So I'm flattered, but if you guys want me to do that, just let me know and I'll be happy to do that too. Okay, and you don't have to let this dry or anything either. However, I do have bad news. I have lost my mascara between yesterday and today. I don't know what I've done with it. So today, this is just L'Oreal Telescopic. If I had my Real Norman mascara, it would be my Wicked Lash mascara in the shade black. That stuff is the bomb.com. I'm not even joking. I love that stuff. It's wonderful. But we will be happy and just do this today. Also, I don't know if you guys have any question about the skincare. I've had several people ask me about what skincare I use. I use our normal to oily skincare line, and then sometimes, like for cleanser, I will use the Acne Foaming Cleanser. The Acne Foaming Cleanser has a built-in toner, so you don't have to use a toner with it. You would just use the cleanser and then go in with your moisturizer or any serums or eye cream or anything like that. But for daytime, I normally do the normal to oily foaming cleanser, and then I do the normal to oily AHA toner, which I have found that it has completely like shrunk in my pores, thank the Lord, because they were huge. They used to be pretty big. Anyway, so I use that, and then like also in the daytime I do the Brilliancy serum. It brightens your skin and it kind of helps lighten any sunspots, because before I started doing like spray tans, I used to be a tanaholic, and I have some sunspots now because of it. So I've been using that pretty religiously for about a month now, and I've noticed my skin is much brighter, and it has actually lifted a lot of those spots. And then I do the matte oil-free moisturizer. But then for my nighttime routine, all I change is the serum. I do the Retinol Night Complex to kind of keep me from... It helps with aging, and then it has like little beads right now. We're doing a special on it, but there's like little beads in the Retinol Night Complex that they're beads of retinol, and whenever you put that on, they'll burst throughout the night, and they help like anti-aging, they help with like acne scars, things like that. It's like a deep exfoliant, and then when you get up to do your daytime routine, you just rinse it off. But I use that, and then I also, for my moisturizer, I use the Nighttime Recovery Cream, which is good for like the acne scars that I have from high school and stuff. It's really helped with that. But the special that we're doing for February right now is called the Power Pair. It has the Retinol Night Complex and it has the Energizing Concentrate. I would use the Retinol Night Complex at night, and then you would use the Energizing Concentrate during the daytime. It boosts your moisturizer up to 10 times, so you could use that like before your moisturizer, and it really helps you get all the benefits. It helps with plumping your skin too. And that's our special for February right now. It's $35, which is incredible because both products by themselves are like 50 something a piece. So personally, like, I would probably buy a couple of those because like they're the bomb. Both of those together, like, I promise you, you would see a difference in your skin. If you're struggling with anything right now, like, I would highly recommend coming in and trying some of that. Even if you want to try like a little sample or something before you buy it, like, we're more than happy to do that with you. We can make you one. Okay, and then my little trick is, under my eyes, like my eyelashes are a little long, I won't lie. So I take like a little brush like this, like my eyeshadow brush. It looks kind of bad because I do it all the time. But I kind of go like under my eyelashes, and I kind of do that just so as it won't touch my skin and make a mess or anything. Alright, well, this is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, I finally did it. So if y'all want to see another one, or like I said, want to see something different, some wild eyeshadow colors or something, I'm kind of starting to get a little more into some brighter colors, I guess, instead of my same old basic neutrals. So I hope you all liked it and enjoyed it. Let me know what you think.